Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday afternoon Hatha Yoga Asanas. It's always great to start our week trying to release the physical tension and the mental emotional turbulence so we can be in, or at least closer to, living in that harmony of body, mind, and inner self. And we had a request a couple weeks ago to do a postures routine that helps us to release tension from every part of our body. And so today, that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to try to release tension from every part of our body. And as we do that, you'll probably notice that there's more peacefulness in your mind, because as we release the tension, the mental and emotional turbulence just seems to fall away as well. So let's begin with Tadasana. So we're going to balance our weight between the toes and the heels. We'll adjust the abdominal area, bring our arms up, palms facing up. Then our arms will float down, fingertips point in, adjust our chin. And feeling very aligned as if our energy can easily move up our spine. Let's do 3 spinal breaths. So inhaling, awareness at the base of the spine, just sensing you're bringing energy and light all the way up the spine. It comes into the forehead and then above the head. And then we exhale and it comes all the way back down the spine. So 3 spinal breaths. I see the awareness along the spine in the heart center or the third eye. And let's just feel like this is our time. This is our time to let go and to harmonize. So now let's do 4 full yoga breaths, bending forward, exhaling completely. And then as we inhale, we're tracing that flow of blood, oxygen, energy all the way up our body. And then we're exhaling, letting go of any toxins, negative thoughts, or feelings. And as you pause, take that moment to gather in, gather your thoughts, your feelings, your awareness, let it gather inward. And now let's move into a fierce pose. So we're going to bend our knees, bring our hands together above our head, and feel as powerful and fierce as possible. And now let's bring our hands down. We're going to do a twist. So bringing your right forearm to the left thigh. And then we'll come back to center, back to the fierce pose. And then bring our hands down and twisting in the opposite direction. And then we'll come back once more, back to the fierce pose, and then standing up. And now we're going to do a side triangle. So stepping out with your left leg, bringing your arms up, reaching out, bringing the left hand down towards the knee, calf or foot. Opposite arm is up. And then we'll come out. Turn our foot in, feet together. And now the other side. So stepping out with the right leg this time. Again, arms come up, right arm comes down, left arm is up. And then we'll come back up. Turn our foot in, feet together, and pause. And now we'll do a warrior two. So stepping out with your left leg, right leg is extended. Remember the torso is right in the middle, arms up, and looking over the left shoulder. And then we'll do our variation, forearm on the thigh, opposite arm over the head. And then we'll come out, turn our foot in, feet together, and pause. Warrior pose is a pose of inner strength. So try to sense that as we hold it on the other side. And now our variation, arm over the head, opposite arm, forearm on the thigh. And then coming out, let's bring our feet together and pause. And now let's do a stork pose. We've been doing that a few times. It's a really good balance pose, but it's also good for centering. So let's balance the weight on the left leg. We'll bring our arms up, elbows bent, fingertips pointing down, raising the right leg. And we'll lower our leg. And now the opposite side. So we'll bring our arms up first and balancing on the right leg. And then we'll pause. And now we'll do a reverse triangle with the bent knee. So stepping out with our left leg, bending that knee, bringing the opposite hand, your right hand to the mat, and your left arm is raised. You're looking away from the screen. And then bringing your hand down to the mat, stepping back to the mountain, and then walking your hands and feet together and coming up to standing. And now the opposite side. So stepping out with the right leg, left leg is extended, right? Anyway, opposite leg and facing away from the screen. And then again, bring your hand to the mat, stepping back to the mountain, and then walking hands and feet together, coming back to standing. Now let's move to the back of our mats now for a jackknife. We'll bring our arms up, really lengthening that spine, back down on our heels, bending from the hips. Then we'll just relax down. And grasping ankles, calves, or knees, draw your head in. And then releasing. And then clasping your hands behind your back, let your shoulders drop forward. And then lower your arms. And then we'll come up very slowly, bone by bone. And then we'll just do a little additional stretch for the back, hands on the thighs, bending at the hips, and then roll up slowly. Let's do that one more time. And now we'll do a backward bend, so stepping forward with the left leg, down on the right knee or in a standing position, bringing the right leg forward and arch back. And then bring our palms down, readjust our balance, and stand up. And now the opposite side, coming down onto the right knee, coming down onto the left knee, and then arching back. And bring our palms down, readjust our balance, and stand up. And now we'll do salutation to the sun, which releases tension from every part of our body. Palms together in front of the chest. We'll inhale and arch back. And then exhale and come forward, fingers and toes line up. Stepping back with the left leg. Right leg back into a slant board. Down on the knees, chest, chin, or forehead. Coming up into a cobra. Coming into the mountain. Stepping forward with the left leg. Right leg forward. We'll come up. We'll arch back. And then we'll come forward again. Fingers and toes line up. This time we're stepping back with the right leg. Left leg back. Down on the knees, chest, chin, or forehead. Coming up into a cobra. Coming up into a mountain. Stepping forward with the right leg. And stepping forward with the left leg. And then we'll come up, one more arch back. And pause. And then you can lie down and rest in Savasana. Remember, when you're in Savasana, the idea is letting go. Your feet are 12 to 18 inches apart, arms at your sides, palms up. And you're just completely letting go. And now you can sit up and face your screen. And we're going to start our seated poses with head to the knee. So your right leg is extended, left foot's in towards the thigh. Let's limber our upper back. And then crossing our wrists, we'll rotate our ankle a few times in each direction. And then palms on the thigh. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, sliding down, head towards the knee. And then we'll come back up. And now the opposite side. So let's begin limbering the upper back again first. And then rotating our ankle. And then sitting up. Moving in at your own rate. And then we'll come out. And now we're going to do Mahamudra. And it looks a lot like head to the knee, but it's different because it's an energy lock. It's one of Ramakrishnananda when he calls the power poses. So again, our right leg's extended, left foot is in towards the thigh, just like the head to the knee. But okay, the arm comes behind our back. Then we're going to inhale, lock our chin. With our chin locked and holding our breath, we reach down for our big toe, 2 fingers around the big toe, thumb across the top. You can pick your knee up if you need to. And then when you need to exhale, you come up. So we're going to do 3 on this side. So let's begin. We'll inhale, lock the chin, reaching down, grasping the toe, head towards the knee with the chin locked, holding your breath. Whenever you need to exhale, come back up and then move right into the next one. And then after you've done 3, we'll move right on to the other side and do 3 on the opposite side. And now we're going to do a side stretch. So we're going to place our left hand on the mat, right arm goes over the head, and we're looking straight ahead at our screen. And then you can lower that arm. And now the opposite side. And then we'll lower that arm. And now let's do a head of the cow. So let's start with the left leg underneath. Right leg is crossed over the top, or if that's really uncomfortable, just sit in the cross-legged position and do the arms. So we're going to have left arm underneath, right arm up and over. And then we'll release our arms, and we can pause in this position or just stay cross-legged. And now the opposite side. And we'll release our arms. And now we'll do a Lord of the Fishes, which is like a spinal twist, just a little variation on it. So we're going to keep the right leg straight, left leg is bent, crosses over the right. You can bring your right arm around. You can grasp that leg if you like, but the actual Lord of the Fishes is we have our arm up and left arm behind us, looking over our left shoulder. So try it with your arm up. It's probably going to be easier for you, but it just gives a little bit different stretch and creates a little bit different mudra. And then we'll untwist. And we'll pause with both legs out straight. And now the opposite side. So keep your left leg straight, right leg crosses over, left arm comes around, presses against the right leg, right arm is on the mat behind us, and we're looking over our right shoulder. And then we'll come out. Let's do a staff pose now. So feet are flexed, hands are on the mat next to your hips, shoulders back. That's the staff pose. It actually engages every muscle in your body. And then relax. Bounce your legs a little bit. And now let's do our, we have not done this in a long time, so let's inhale, bring our arms up, reaching down, grasping our toes, drop our head towards both knees. Posterior stretch is great for releasing tension in the behind the legs, the lower back, and the shoulders. And then you can release. And we'll balance this out with our, we're gonna bring, you can make this, or you can bring your hands flat on the mat and lifting. If you don't want to do the incline plane like that, you can do a tabletop. And then we'll lower ourselves back down. And now let's come into the firm. And we'll pull our shoulders back and then let them relax. And we're going to do a hare. First, we'll do the child's pose. So dropping your arms to your sides, forehead to the mat, relaxing your head and shoulders. And then bring your head in a little closer to your knees, grasp your heels with your hands, and raise your hips. And then lower yourself down, forehead on the mat. And then coming back up to the firm. And we'll do a camel. So coming onto your knees and curl your toes under and reach back for your heels. Or you can just push back from the lower back. You want to do the variation, you bring your palms together to the chest and then above your head. And then we'll come back down. Then we're going to come onto our hands and knees. We'll do a cat. So we're going to arch the spine up and then down. And we'll do that 4 more times. And then bring the left knee to the forehead. And then bring that leg up behind you. Forehead to the mat. And then left knee to the forehead and down. And then right knee to the forehead, bringing that leg up behind you. And forehead to the mat. And then knee to the forehead. Now let's arch the spine up and down. Then relax it. Stretch back, pausing with the arms forward, forehead on the mat. And now let's slide up to a Sphinx pose. And then we'll come down. Coming down bone by bone. When you don't need to use your arms, bring it to your sides, forehead to the mat, and then cheek to the mat. And let's do a bow. So forehead to the mat, bending your knees, grasp your feet in your hands, and lift your torso and legs. And then rolling ourselves down, cheek on the mat. And then rolling over onto your back. And let's do a leg stretch. So bringing your left leg up, bring your hands along the back of your leg, just gently pulling the leg in, just a gentle stretch. And then lower that leg. And then we'll bring the right leg up. And then we'll lower that leg. So we'll do a supine spinal twist next. So bending your left knee, bringing the left leg across the right leg to the floor, extending your left arm behind you. Let your shoulder relax down. And bringing that leg back to center, straightening it. And now bending the opposite leg, bringing that knee across your body and extending your arm. And then bringing that leg back to center and straightening our legs out. And now we'll do a boat pose. We're going to do it with our knees bent, hands alongside your legs. Lift your torso and legs. And then lower yourself back down. And now let's do head of the cow legs lying on our back. It's always nice to get that extra work in the hips. So let's bring the left leg up and the right leg crosses over the top, grasping our feet, bringing our legs closer to our body. And then we'll bring our legs into the upside down V just to pause. And now bringing the right leg up first, left leg crosses over the top and bringing them in closer to your body. And then release. And now we're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet together, letting your knees relax down, left hand on the navel, right hand on the heart. And then straightening your legs out, releasing your hands. And now let's prepare for deep relaxation. So you can begin by rubbing your palms together briskly and then palming your eyes. And then lower your arms to your sides. And inhale, lift your arms and legs, tense them, and then drop them down, relaxing, just completely letting go. We're now going to enter a state of deep, deep peace. So let's begin by visualizing a beautiful white light. It's soft like a mist. And very gently it surrounds and supports your body. You feel light and free, just as if you're floating on a cloud. This soft mist now enters the toes of your left foot. It relaxes your left foot, your calf, knee, thigh, and hip. Your left leg completely relaxed. The soft mist now enters the toes of your right foot and fills your foot, calf, knee, thigh, and hip. Both legs completely relaxed. Very gently now, the mist fills your abdomen, and it brings peace and calmness to your chest. The soft mist now fills your back. It starts at the lower back, moves to the middle back and the upper back. This beautiful mist now fills the fingers of your left hand, fills your hand, your forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your shoulder. Very gently now, the mist fills the fingers of your right hand. And it fills your hand, your forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Both arms completely relaxed. This loving mist fills your neck, and it brings peace and calmness to your jaw, teeth, tongue, and lips. Fills your left eye, your right eye, your forehead. This beautiful mist now moves out to touch every hair on your head. You are now completely relaxed, and this leaves your consciousness free, free to expand. It expands first to fill your room. It expands out to the community, throughout the country. It expands throughout the continent. It expands beyond mountains, beyond trees. It expands to the galaxies. It expands beyond galaxies, beyond, until the entire universe is but a speck of light in one tiny corner of your infinite peace. Enjoy. Time now to bring your awareness back from the universes, back from the galaxies, all the way back to your body. Returns first behind your eyes. It fills your face, neck, and throat with renewed vitality, renewed consciousness. Moves down the left arm to the fingertips, down the right arm to the fingertips, down the back to your hips, into your heart, lungs, chest, abdomen, left leg to the toes, right leg to the toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Then inhale, tense your whole body, raising your arms above your head, and then exhale, lower your arms and relax. And do that one more time. Inhale, stretch, tense. Exhale, lower, relax completely. And then rolling over onto your side and sitting up and facing your screen. And then we always like to end up with something that makes sure that we're grounded and ready to bring our harmony to the rest of our evening. So let's do some Modelo massage. 3 fingers of each hand. Let's find the place where the neck meets the skull. Massaging 3 to 5 times in one direction, and then 3 to 5 times in the opposite direction. And push back and drop forward. Let's do that again. Push back and drop forward. Great. So hope you're feeling very harmonized, revitalized, and ready for a great evening and a great week. So thank you all for joining me.